Hey guys, welcome to CyberDream Developers. And today we are going to be continuing. Let me just get this phone on silent. There we go. Yes, today we are going to be continuing our live build series. And basically, what we're doing in this live build series, well, we have two of them going on. The first one is where we're building an actual website, guys. And after that, which, well, is the same day, we're going to be working on a website redesign. Now, I'm redesigning the website for actual CyberDream developers. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I built the website initially, it was built over like 2 years. So like I built the first part, and then after a few years, I added another part, and then I added different sections and different pages, and none of the designs of each section flow to the other part. Now, what I have going on is okay, so this is the page we're working on, but that's not the page I want to see. I want to show you guys the home page. Alright, so we have a home page, and we're going to keep the design of the home page light, bold headings, mainly purple and white, orange as a pop color. Although the color on the front is up for changing, guys, it's not set in stone. I'm going to change the sharp edges, as you will see I'm doing on the other builds. Alright, actually let me go to this part because then I'm not logged into WordPress. Alright, and you see how fast that loaded? I posted on Aurora Cloud. Anyway, let's continue. And we're going to keep this design constant throughout the website, right? And what you would realize happen is where you go to different parts of the website, you get a different feel. It looks a little bit different at different parts, guys. And we're going to be working on that, right? So this is good. We've been working on our CyberGrow page. Now, CyberGrow is a website as a service program from CyberDream developers where you pay a monthly fee for a website, and that gets you up and going without the high entry fee, as I might put it. Because we start websites at $3,500, guys. That's like the basic for a website. So what CyberGrow is going to do for you is going to get you online and wonderfully working as well without the high maintenance costs, high upfront costs and everything. But we've been working on this page, the CyberGrow Online Presence. As you can see, we have a bit of purple. Now that I look again, it looks a little bit dark. So yesterday when I was building it, I loved the dark. I love the dark purple a lot, a whole lot. But then now it looks probably too dark to flow with the homepage of what we're working with. I don't know. We're going to see as we go along. Alright, so as you might realize, the colors here aren't flowing. And I was saying that I think we have some caching issues because the image here, let me show you what it is when I'm logged in. The image, alright, so I'm going to have to refresh this page, guys. Just a second. Loading, any minute now. Okay. In the meantime, I can close these windows because I'm not going to use them. I'm going to need that book with Facebook. I don't need Facebook when I'm working. Local SEO, developers. Okay, so I'm going to have to refresh again. Come on. Just a second, guys, because what I'm having here is a bit of caching issues. This is supposed to be displayed differently, and it's not displayed differently at all. So I was thinking that I have some caching issues. I'm going to look into it though, alright? Because what I can do is I can just disable the caching plugin and see how that comes out on the other end. It's going to be a little bit slower, but you know, we're working with the design now. Once we have the design, we will have to get the caching plugin to work with the design. And it's not working. This is taking a while to load. Alright, I don't have time for this. If you guys see me not doing anything for too long, you might leave. And I already have like one viewer right now. Look at me. Alright, so let's try this route and hope it works. Alright. And it looks like it's working. It looks to be working. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Okay, it's not done loading after that. Really? Alright, so I need to get this up and running. In the meantime, this is how it was supposed to be displayed, but it's not shown that way, right? It's not shown that way here. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to just continue with our design. And then we're going to disable the caching plugin because it's some setting in the caching plugin, I'm sure. Then we're going to disable the caching plugin, and that will have this being displayed the way it should be. Okay, so we've completed that. Let me just copy and paste style. I never realized I never did that yesterday, guys. Alright, so we have that. That is that. Now here's where we're going to be working on. We are going to be working on this section that says how CyberGrow online presence helps your business, right? And then we're going to look at how it will take your business to the next level. And what I want you to realize, guys, I'm greatly reducing the page size. So all of these background images, every one of them, they're going to be deleted. There was one right here as well, and I was like, nah, it's too much, right? So I'm going to delete the one here as well. And this section, I don't know how I'm going to do this section, guys, because what I want to happen is I want to have a really catchy design. And as this is right now, it doesn't look terrible, does it? It doesn't look terrible, does it? So I'm thinking maybe I keep these icons, I add a bit of animation, a little bit more design to them, make them a little bit more interesting. And there are two sections of them, right? There are two sections of them, because after that we come here, additional special features. So all websites come with digital pixel scanning, CDN, web application firewall, and you can get these afterwards. So, I'm going to have to do a little bit of working on them, right? And we'll see how that goes. But for now, let's just work on what we have for today. So for today, I'm hoping to do these two sections today. So this is a really long section, as you might realize, and I'm looking to do this section as well. I think what I will do is I will use a frequently asked questions block here, and I will use a features list block here. Now, the reason why I'm using so many features and so many blocks and I like to say templates is because what we're doing here is rapid design. We're not building anything from scratch. I mean, I've done some parts from scratch-ish. I did that yesterday, but for the most part, it's things that you can look at and do for yourself, because this is not so much for me to redesign my website as much as it's an opportunity to help you to understand how to design your website. You might not want to hire someone like me, right? You might want to do it yourself, and that's what, obvious reason. Maybe you want to do it for yourself, maybe you can't afford it, maybe this is just a pastime or skill you're trying to learn. All right, so we're going to work the easy way up. So we're going to work on this section now. It says how CyberGrow online presence helps your business, and we have 6 sections. Each section has a header and a block of text. We can and we cannot keep the divide. We get to choose what we do with that. So we have 6 sections. Now, I'm having an idea of what I would like to use for that. It's right here in Envato Elements. It's in the free block section. And I'm going to have to search for it. It's not an FAQ block, I'm sure. It is not an FAQ block. I'm looking though, but it's not an FAQ block. A FAQ block. So it's not FAQ. Alright, so let's go back to free blocks. I'm thinking it's more a focus box or it's a features box. So this says focus. And that. So I have this and I have this. Okay. I also have this. And I have this. But these are 4. Okay. Alright, so I'm having an idea, guys. I'm having an idea. I'm getting an idea, actually. What I can do is make a culmination or a combination of them. So I can use this outline that I have right here for 6 of them. I have 6 stacked right here. I don't want any photos. I don't want any photos. I want to keep the page size as small as possible. Although I could go with Undraw. So let's see what we can find on Undraw for an actual image that works with websites, right? So let's search websites and see what comes up on Undraw. Now, Undraw gives you vector illustrations. I guess that's what these are called, right? So let me just search the color that we need. All right, I'm going to have to choose a color. And this is blue, so I want something that's a little bit more purple, guys. We're looking for purple, darker purple. And I'm going to go with website. And let's see what happens. So we have that, we have this, we have this. All right, so we're going to work with an image. We're going to work with an image to the left, 6 boxes on the right, the header, each box be having an outline, and yeah, I think that works. Yes, I think that works. All right, so let's get going. So I'll show you what I was talking about. So we're going to work with 6 of these boxes. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and import this template. We're going to want this image section as well. Now we're going to need not horizontal, but a vertical image from Undraw. I don't know if I can get that. Let's see. It doesn't matter. We'll find something that works. And then what we're going to be going with. Oh, so the box. All right, so here's the thing. A lot of these templates use Elementor Pro. And when they use Elementor Pro, it means that if you don't use Elementor Pro, they won't work the way you want them to work. And that's what's happened here. So the boxes are not there at all. What I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to rebuild them myself because I can. All right, so 3 blocks, I think was a focus box all the way to the bottom. All right, so it has an icon. It's an icon box. It has an icon. It has a header. It has a body of text, and I want 6 of those, right? So I'm going to get an icon box. I'm going to search icon box. So there, I have 2 sets of icon box. I have one from Happy Add-on, that's this one, and I have one from the default Elementor add-on. It's a widget actually. So the default Elementor widget, and we have one from Happy Add-on. So I'm going to use the default Elementor widget just for now, because, well, obvious reasons. All right, so we have 6 blocks that we'll need. So I'll have to duplicate and recreate, and it's a whole lot of work. So here's what. Instead of making 1, making 2, making 3, making 4, I'm going to identify that is the text and the header. The text and the header, that is different, but the design is going to be the same. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to get the text and the header from one block. I'm going to create that block, and I'm going to go through a bit of duplication. All right, so that's one right there. And I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to copy. All right, so just stay with me, guys, and I'm going to paste it right here. And it says low risk, high reward, so that could be, all right, so I wanted to select the money icon, but I want to ensure that it's, okay, so we won't need it, right? Because none of what we're mentioning afterward will need the money icon. So I'll go right here and we'll go $sign. And I'm thinking that's what it's called. If that's not it, that is it. There we go. Dollar on hand. Comment. Dollar. Comments. Dollar. Alright, so I'm just gonna go with this. This is what I was thinking. So we have the dollar, we have the heading, we have the body of text. Now we're gonna get into some design work. Alright, so I'm gonna work with the content first, the body of text actually, because the colors is not what I was looking for. Here we go, we have the color. I'm gonna go with justified. So I don't remember if what we were working with was justified or left align, but I'm gonna go with justified for now. All right, now we're going to work on a typography. We have the font that is up for change, right? It's up for change. So I'm just going to play around with the font for now. I'm going to see Montserrat. It's been a while since I've used Montserrat. I don't remember what it looks like. Actually, I might as well keep it at Lato. I'll keep it at Lato, guys. Let's keep Lato. Now, I think that is fine for the text for now. I'm going to work on the title. The title is going to be using the primary, and that's what it says it's using. All right, and for the typography, we are going to use Roboto. Okay. All right. Did it change? I looked away. Okay. Okay. No, not that at all. Definitely not that. No. So I don't need to spend too much time on the font because the font has not been decided. We're going to use a global setting to get that. 500 is fine. If we look at the font weight, 500 is fine. 600 is a little bit much. All right, so we're going with 500. 500. The size needs a little bit smaller, so I'm going to go with 16. No, I'm actually going to go with 18 on the size. All right, and for the description, I'm going with 14 in the description for the description size. All right, that's a little bit small. So let's go with 16 there, and the title is 18. Perfect, 18, 16. Now for the icon, we're going to do some work on the icon. The icon needs to have a consistent color following from the rest of the website. And we have purple, we have a darker purple, we have this yellow, and we have a lighter purple. And this darker purple has been pronounced on the website throughout. So what we're going to do is we are going to keep, so I could go with that. I don't know why that red is there now, guys. I didn't change it. That's what happened because I'm changing the color. So I'm thinking it's best I go with one of these purple to actually have a more purple look to keep that consistent with the website. And when I hover, I can go with the accent color, which is orange. All right. And when I hover, I tend to go to Pulse Grow on this website. All right. So hover to orange. Perfect. Or I haven't used my cyan at all. So when I hover, I go right there. I haven't used my cyan, and cyan is a secondary color. So I'm going to keep it at this for now. Now, that is half of the work. Remember when we looked at it, we also had a border around the box, and we had a bit of, let me show you guys again, just in case you forgot, because I remember what it looks like, so I can go ahead and build it. But I'd like you guys to know exactly what we're building. So we go back to free blocks from Envato Elements, and we go to focus boxes, and we scroll all the way down. All right, so if you look right here, you notice that it has a border, it has a box shadow, it's left aligned, not justified, it's left aligned, and it has an icon. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to apply the border. It has a bit of margin. You can see that around here. We're going to apply the margin as well, and we're going to see how that turns out. So first off, we're going to apply the border. So edit column, style, and border. We're going to go with a solid border, 1. We've been working with borders with this color, all right? We're going to keep the edges smooth, so 15, all right, guys? It's not smooth on the template that we had, but we're keeping it smooth because our website is built with it smooth. Now we're going to go with a margin here, and I'm just going to go with 3. Just going with 3 right here, all right? So let us look at that. Oh yes, we need to have a bit of a box shadow, all right? So we need to have box shadow. So border, box shadow, and that's that. So let's go right now and see what we have, and that looks like what we were working with. All right, now, so what we're going to do next is we're going to get this to go in 6 different columns. So I'm going to duplicate. All right, so that's duplicated. I'm going to remove that because I only need 2 of them in each section. I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to duplicate 2 times, so I have 3 of them. All right, and then this right here, I don't need this text at all, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete this spacer. I don't need it. All right, I'm going to keep the subheading. The heading will be changed to help CyberGrow, how CyberGrow Online Presence helps your business. That is going to be my subheading. All right, so how CyberGrow Online Presence helps your business. We're going to need to change this font to something Roboto slab, because that's something that we've used before. All right, guys, we're gonna change. We'll keep the weight. We're gonna keep the color to a little bit purple. All right, and the size is something I'm begging. It's an REM. I think that's relative emphasis. I don't know, but I'm going with pixels, and I'm going with 14. Oh, actually, 14 is gonna be a little bit big, so I'm gonna go with 12. The uppercase we can go with default. Alright, so let's see. The Roboto slab doesn't seem like it's going to be working here at all. It's not a good fit. It is not a good fit, guys. So I'm just going to keep it at Roboto. Okay, and I'm going to go with 14. And these fonts are going to change. Now, it says how CyberGrow Online Presence help your business. Now, this font spacing makes it looks like your teeth aren't wonderful, letter spacing, so we're going to reduce that. All right. Okay, and now maybe Roboto slab will look a little bit better. Okay, and now we can increase the font. We can look at the focus box, and okay, so I haven't saved even now, so let's save what we've done. Now it says how CyberGrow Online Presence helps your business, and we need a heading that works wonderfully with that. All right, so what we're going to be working with is, I'm going to say grow your business online is too fun. It's too generic. You see, what could work is if I used an SEO tool to find keywords, and the keyword would go well in the header here. Now, I'm just going to go and do a general search. Websites that grow your business online. That's what I'm going to search. Grow your business online. Okay, Tarot business. What the hell is that? I don't need to know. Okay, so these are what comes up. Grow your business online. Grow your business online fast. Grow your MLM business. Growing your small business online. So we're gonna work with this, guys. This is a keyword this is a key search term that appears often enough in Google for it to be recommended when we say grow your business online. This is an SEO trick, guys. We haven't used a keyword research or anything. We don't know how hard it is to rank for this, but we know it is being searched for. So I'm going to go with CyberGrow grows your business online, or growing your small business online with CyberGrow. Growing your small business online with CyberGrow. That's exactly what I'm going to say. Growing your small business online with CyberGrow. WAS, website as a service. All right, now, so if you look at the heading, it's absolutely horrendous. All right, and it's chucked up and it's not. So what I'm going to do is I am going to remove the heading from here. I'm going to make it a general heading. And I can't do that here because it's already 2 columns, right? It's not an intersection. So I'm going to add a column. It's going to have one of that, and I'm just going to go ahead and add some border and some width and some margin and some blah blah blah. So 40 at the bottom. Actually, I just want 20 at the bottom. I'll get 30 at the top, and for the padding, I'll put 40 at the top, and I'll keep nothing at the bottom. I'll move this here, and I'll move this here. All right, now I'm going to center. All right, this is going to center. I'm going to change the font, so it's Play Fair Display at this time, which doesn't look too bad actually. I'm going to go with Lato. All right, and then now it's emphasis, but we're going with pixels, about 24 pixels. 28 look like it would work, I guess. Okay, 30, 32. Okay, and this could go a little bit bigger, so I'm going to work on the font right here. I'm going to take it to about 20. All right, it's a little bit big, so let's go with 18. Now I'm going to change the font to the primary. Growing your small business online with CyberGrow website as a service. I'm going to delete that section. Now we need an image for here. Okay guys, so if you look at this, you realize something. First thing that you're going to realize is the shadows are a bit overbearing, guys. Alright, the shadow is a bit overbearing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the box shadow. Alright, let me just go ahead, edit column. I'm going to border the box shadow. I'm going to remove the box shadow and let us stay as it is. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and copy this box that removed the box shadow, and I'm going to paste style. I'm going to paste style, and I'm going to paste style, and I'll see how that looks. There we go, that looks so much better. And now I'm just going to complete paste style, and that will remove the box shadow from everywhere else. Paste style and paste style. And now what we need to do is we need to get this information here. Now we already have one with low risk, high reward. So we're going to get 100% transparent. After we get all this information down here, we're going to go ahead and change the image here. And we already have a set of images on Undraw. Yes, and on Undraw, we're going to choose one of these images. If you guys were here, it would have been nice because then you could have decided which image you like from the comment section. But we'll get there. We will get more viewers. All right, now, so we go right here, and we're just going to paste, and it says 100% transparent. And what does it mean by 100% transparent? The CyberGrow program is 100% transparent. We greatly involve you in the overall design, planning, and delivery of an online presence that represents your business 24/7 and works for you and your customer. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to get an icon that communicates this kind of transparency, because they're not going to read the text at all. They're going to read the heading and they're going to look at the icon. So 100% transparent. We need maybe a handshake that communicates trust, right? So handshake, 100% transparent. All right. Low risk, high reward. Well, no hidden fees or hassle. All right. So no hidden fee or hassle. And that's self-explanatory. Basically, you don't get trouble getting your website, right? All fees involved online presence. Program is clearly stated during initial meetings. And the scope of the project and level of work needed has been determined to make it easy for you to budget and implement. So what we're going to do is we're going to add customer satisfaction. So that's a smiley face. So I'm just going to type smile and hope that gets it. There we go. A smile. Nice, nice, love that. The next thing that we're going to look for, it says completely designed for you. Perfect. So it's a unique build. It's not a cookie cutter design. Well, all websites develop social media accounts created and posts made are all custom and tailored to fit your business style, vision, and brand. We never treat you to a generic solution. Okay, this has been changed because it's mainly templates, but the copy and everything is going to be unique. So I'm going to have to state that. All right, so completely designed for you. Okay, so I'm going to go with developed, tailored, actually, completely tailored for you. All right, and the design isn't unique because there's no way I can design websites for $400, guys. It's I would have to lock shop. As much as I'd like to give you for that price, I would have to lock shop. All right. So all websites developed, social media accounts created, all website copy. All right, that's all I need to change. All website copy, because it's a copy that's going to be different. Or copyright. Is that the right copyright? I want the one that you just write, not the one that you sue people. All website copy. That spells copyright. Which one is it? Guys, I can't forget. Copyright. That's copywriting. I don't know which verb it is. Whatever, man. I know the right, but I don't think this. I don't think that is the word at all. I don't think that's a word. That's the problem. I don't think that's the word. All copyright. Okay, so you see, is it copyright or copyright? Oh, someone already asked it. Copyright is pronounced copyright. Is a noun. A copyright is a legal exclusive ownership of blah blah blah. Copyright isn't a word, but copywriter, a noun, is. A copywriter is a person who writes the text for advertising. So it's not any of those. It's just the website text. Website text. That's what it is. All right. So completely tailored for you, designed. So we're gonna need an icon that communicates design. I'm gonna get a pen actually. Or I could go with I'm gonna go with a fountain pen actually. I'm gonna go with a fountain pen. That seems a lot more like it. All right. It's not lowest carry word. It's supported by a reliable team. So you get support. I know the perfect icon for this, and it's the one everyone is gonna look for. Oh, I had a doozy right here. It's the one everyone is gonna look for. Is what spells customer support. All right. So we're just gonna go ahead and copy these and take it here. All right, so I'm gonna get the headphone. This is the one where it looks like customer support, guys. This one. Now, if I had a support agent icon, that would be nice. Oh, there's one. I think this is from Happy Add-ons actually, guys. I don't think you see it doesn't look the same. It doesn't look the same as these, but does it matter? I don't know. I'm gonna keep it and see if it works. So I'm just gonna finish this and see if it works. Optimize to meet your end goal, and that's profit. So I'm just gonna have something related to money, meeting your targets, maybe a bar chart or an analytics chart of some kind. 143. We're going places. We've been at this for about 40 minutes, I guess. Okay, so optimize to meet your end goal, which your end goal should be profit. So I'm just gonna, it's not, profits is not an icon, but I'm thinking we can use cash or maybe chart. I'm gonna work with a chart actually. I'm working with a chart. I'm gonna work with this one for chart, guys. All right, so let's look at this. It's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. So look at it. It sticks out like a sore thumb, guys. It just doesn't work. I mean, it looks wonderful, but it's compared to these bold ones, it's not a part of it. Like, how does it look for you guys? This icon, it doesn't fit, does it? It's not sticking out as much as you'd expect, but you can see there's a difference. But I'm gonna let it stay for now. For now, maybe in the future I'll change it. Okay, now so we need an image for CyberGrow websites. All right, guys, and I'm just gonna start at the top. Website builder, website setup, static website, personal website, portfolio website, content creator. Ooh, this website is awesome. WordPress. WordPress could go. WordPress could work. And this is why I need more viewers, because then my viewers can say, aha, that looks good. So here's what we're going to work with. We're going to work with WordPress, simply because now SVG doesn't go on WordPress like that, which is something I've learned recently. And I'm going to put it in a folder, live stream, CBD redesign. All right. I'm going to create a folder with images, because we're going to have to optimize the website when we're done. So we're going to reduce the image sizes and re-upload them to WordPress, and then we're going to run an image compression tool, and that's going to make our website really fast, really fast. All right, so that's why we're saving all the images in one folder where it's easier to find them. We're going to upload the image right now. All right, and like I said, I'm not going to spoon feed you the steps. I'm just going to have you watch me and learn by what I'm doing, because that's a more fun way to learn at times, especially with technology. All right, now so undraw WordPress text, I'll just leave the name as it is, but for SEO purposes, oh wait, it's blue. It's blue. It's blue. It's not supposed to be blue. It's supposed to be purple. What happened? It's blue. Oh wait. All right. So let's go with full. Actually, I'm just gonna delete it. I'm gonna delete it, guys. I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna add the image icon again. I'm gonna go ahead and add the image again. It looks purple here, so how does it get blue when I upload it? Maybe there's a filter. There we go. So what could have happened was there probably was a CSS or a filter applied to the image that was there, the image box or image widget that was there before. So that's why I did that. Another thing which I could do, and I'm going to show you it, I'm going to add a spacer here so that it shows whatever is there. And I'm going to add an image to the background. Now that only works whenever you add a spacer. It's not going to render quite nicely because it's an horizontal image. I'm going to say no repeat. No repeat, no repeat. There we go, no repeat. And center, center. Left, center. Center, left. Alright, so let's see how that works. No, it doesn't look so much like the image. Let's try with the right align. So I'm actually contain or cover. Cover is going to stretch it. Let's try right. Okay, so I've got an idea. So let me just remove this. Is it possible that this could work for a design? Is it? I don't know. Because then what I could do is I could do this. Alright. And that could look, I don't know. What do you guys think? Could it work? Could it work? I don't know. It looks a lot better than what I would have expected. Let me see what center center looks like. Center center doesn't look good at all. But I could use that to my advantage right here. I could use this section of this image. So this is the entire image, but I could use this section of someone building that, right? So I have their options is what I'm saying. Actually, I'm going to use organization resume. So I'm trying pictures to see what's going to get the type of representation that I want, guys, because I'm seeing the potential to use the image in a different way than, you know, the generic way actually. And all these images from the templates, we're going to delete them because we don't want to have our server space full. All right, so center right. All right. Okay, so that looks a lot better, doesn't it? Now, the one thing that we're noticing is that these icons, the spacing on them, it's utterly ridiculous. So we're gonna have a little bit more margin. We're gonna take that all the way around. I think I'll add some padding while I'm at it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go all the way to 5, and we're gonna add some padding. I'm gonna add 5 padding as well, because maybe 7, maybe 10, I don't know. And I'm going to see how that looks. There we go, that looks wonderful. And now I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste style. Copy and paste style. And that's going to change up things a bit. It's a little bit close the way it is not right now. Alright guys, so let's see what happens now. Paste style. And that doesn't look too bad. The guys in my country would say it doesn't look tree bad. It not look tree bad. You've learned Creole today. So need a bit of space in here. Alright, so I'm gonna say 60 or 80. Alright, and that's that. CyberGrow WAS. Our CyberGrow online presence helps your business. Low risk, high reward, 100% transparent. A little lady playing with a web page for some reason. no hidden fees or hassle, completely tailored for you, supported by a reliable team, optimized to meet your end goal. Wonderful. All right, so that's a day's work, because, well, it could be a day's work. Now, what we're going to look at, we're looking at this. Oh wait, we can go ahead and delete this section because we don't need it. All right, we can delete that section. That means that this space that was made is not necessary at such grade depth. All right, and I should add some to the bottom of this section. So I'm going to add 60. All right, so 60 to the bottom gives us a little bit of breathing space. And we're going to look at this section. It says how the CyberDream online presence will take your business to the next level. So remember, we read with the headings first. All right, so I'm going to be using a different format for this section because, for one, it's a lot of scrolling and it doesn't look, because there's so much text there, you don't know what to look at first except for the headings. And because it's so much scrolling and there's so much text, even the headings seem like they're tedious. All right, guys, so here's what we're going to do. All right, we are first going to get a section, a frequently asked questions section, FAQ section. I'm going to start from the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. There we go. All right, I don't think I'm using an FAQ section from here. I'm going to use one from Astra. So we click here, Astra. Nope. Go back. Actually, let's see what FAQ section these websites have. I don't know. So mainly the agency sections. This one looks like it's something that's frequently asked questions. We could have a beautiful image in the background, and I'm going to work with it. I'm going to work with it, guys. This is not what I originally had in mind, but it can do what I wanted to do, so I'm going to go ahead with it. All right, and close right here. We don't need this section, so we'll remove that, and we don't need the other section, so we'll remove that as well. We're going to remove the background image, but not yet. We are going to keep this dreaded purple. It's dark now, it's a little bit dark now. I never liked it from before, but we're going to keep that purple and a white background. All right, so we can fix that at a later date. All right, so now we're just going to add this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 options. All right, we're going to add the heading. So let's go right here. Where is it? I missed it. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't want to keep this section too big, so I'm going to add an intersection. Wait, what? Add an intersection. Okay, so it's not adding the intersection. It's adding it at the top, but not here. I want to add the intersection, so we'd have 2 columns with 2 of these. But I'm thinking maybe if I do that, I won't have the background here that I wanted. So I'm going to have to use a different section. It's not going to be what I wanted. I'm going to have to go with a different design. But that design can still look good, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and add some spacing just for starters. I'm going to add 50 at the bottom, 70 at the top, because I like going uneven. I'm going to go ahead and add the intersection. I'm going to copy. Actually, yep, I'm going to copy just this. Copy, and I'll paste. I'll copy again. Oh wait, I don't need to copy again, it's already there. I'm just going to paste again. All right, so that's pasted. The background, I'm going to copy here, and I'm going to paste style. So let's see what happens. It's not going to work because there's only one section and that's 2. Perfect, that's fine. All right, now, so here's what we're going to do. We don't need this section anymore at all. At all. Maybe for inspiration. So let's stay. For inspiration, what we're going to need is we're going to need all these options to be placed here. And what you're going to see when you scroll is you're going to see it looking like this. And you can just read the headings because that's what they'll always read. They're never going to read a text. And if they're interested in more profits, they click, it appears. Beautiful. All right. So I'm going to go with more profits, and I'm going with more profits for the first option because that is the first thing. And I think you look here first because, well, that's the first place I look. Or actually, I'm going to go here because normal people would look here. And I'm just going to copy and paste more profits. And if they want to know how it gives them more profits, they can click and this information will appear. We put it right here and paste, and that's that. Now the font is a little bit out there because you're not seeing much the body section of the accordion. This is an accordion, guys. It's called an accordion, where you click on the submenu, comes on with the extra information and all that. It's an accordion, and you have another one where I think it's called an information box. It's not an information box. Let me just show you what that is. It's a toggle. So I can show you at a different time, not right now. Not right now. So here's what. The text needs a little bit of work, and that's CSS, a little bit of styling, that's CSS styling. And that's that. We don't care too much. So we're just going to go ahead and copy all this information somewhere that is needed. And I'm going to mix and match it, right? I'm not going to put it at the same place because some things take more precedence than others. And that's why they are where they are. All right, guys? So advanced financial reporting, and I paste that here. And understand your customers and markets better. There we go. So we're going to put that here and paste that. So I'm using Control A, Control C, Control V, Control A, Control C, and I'm going to go back right here. I'm going to highlight everything with Control A, Control V, and that pastes. There's a typographical error that Grammarly pointed out just now, and I'm not going to search for it because it's not coming up. All right, and I'm just going to start from the top. Better marketing opportunities. That's lovely after more profits. All right, guys. So we're going to go with more profits, better marketing opportunities. I'm going to get the information for that. Control A, Control C. Scroll all the way down. I've missed my spot. Copy and click again. Control A, Control V. There we go. We're going to go own your visitors. Control A, Control C. And this is an important one. So I'm going to speak on it for a while. This is a channel where we not only focus on web development, but we also focus on making money from your website. It's not so much web development that I do as much as I build online presences that help you to make money. And this one is important. Owning your visitors. Whenever you try to own your visitors, guys, it's important because what's going to happen is that you have a Facebook page. Your Facebook page has 5,000 followers and it's got quite engagement. But what happens when Facebook says, you know what? We don't like the pet business anymore because we keep getting sued for selling puppies. So we don't want any more pet pages, and they delete your pet page with 5,000 followers. What are you going to do? You don't own the 5,000 followers. You put in a lot of work to get them, but you don't own them. Facebook owns them. And now that Facebook doesn't want pet pages, you have lost all your market. So when you own your followers, what you're going to realize happen is that even if Facebook throws a tantrum and they delete all your page and whatever, you still have them at a place where at the click of a button, you can reach out to them. And that is why you always want to have an email database of your fans and followers and users and the whole work, because nothing is more safe than having control, or nothing is safer. I don't know where I got that English from. Nothing is safer than having control over your marketing potential. Ask SEO agents about the Google algorithm updates that tends to leave you in the waters because because your SEO optimization has been poor. You're going to realize that you're at the whims of these companies. There's a book I'm reading. Let me type the name right here. It's a wonderful read. I just started. Traffic Secrets by Richard Brunson. Is it? Traffic Secrets. He also did .com. Russell Brunson. He also did .com Secrets. And he did this book that I want. Expert Secrets. They're free, guys. I can download them for free because he made them free. So it's not pirated at all, I hope. All right, those books help you to understand why you need to have control over who is involved or interacting with your business. All right, guys. So increase customer reach or attention. And besides, whenever you try to reach out to someone on your Facebook page, even if you were there early, now you have to pay like money to get all of them to see your views. And if you had email marketing, you could have reached everyone for like free, I guess, because it's just a monthly fee. Better customer experience, which is really important, user experience. So I'm going to put that over here. It's not the most, it is important, but it's not going to be the most eye-catching thing that most people will see because they don't understand the importance of it. So that's that with conversions, guys. You want to keep your options open for marketing, because if the platforms that you're native to decide that they're going to screw you over and just put some update that runs you out of business, there's nothing you can do about it. You know why? Because unless you're paying them $1 million per month, you are one of those guys that give them 90% of the problems they have, right? So they'll be better off without you. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. That's just how big companies work. Now the CEOs are going to come on and say, oh, it's a lie, we value our customers. Really? Really? All right, so I have lost my place. So better marketing opportunities, that's there. Own your visitors, I have that. Better marketing opportunities right here. Own your visitors. All right, so I can delete this one. Improved brand recognition and increased customer reach, I have those. Improved brand recognition, increased customer reach, I delete these. Increased customer retention and better customer experience. Increased customer retention. So I don't have increased customer retention. And that is important, guys. Instead of trying to get new customers, it's so much easier to sell to the customers you already have. All right, so we're going to add that one. And we're going to need to add a column, one more option eventually, because I only have 10 boxes and there are 11 options here. So we're going to get to that eventually. All right, so just go ahead and paste. Better customer experience, I'm certain I have that. There we go. Delete that one. Better long-term growth. Now everybody wants this one. Everybody wants that. I mean, if you don't want that, what's the point? So what is the difference between condition, sit, emit? That's a lorem ipsum text, guys. That's lorem ipsum for you. We'll get back to bacon ipsum and cupcake ipsum when we do our fitness website build. All right. Better long-term growth, I think that's what it was. Yep. And I'm going to put that, it's right where it needs to be actually. Better long-term growth, 24/7 reliable representation. So I think this is the one that I missed. Advance, own, increase, better, understand, increase, improve. So we're going to add one more over here. Add item, just paste in the title, and we are just going to get the body. Copy and click back right here, and we're going to add that to the body. All right, content, and I'm thinking that's it. Better long-term growth. Better long-term growth. Okay, I'm going to ensure I have the right text for better long-term growth. I'm not certain. And just in case you guys are wondering, I might not have saved, but I have this window open right here. So in case I do something, all I need to do is just get it from here and not reload this page. So it's fine. It is fine if I delete the sections, guys. All right. So I think that's that. And I'm certain we had the last two because those are what we did among the first. All right, now, so we need to get a heading that says how the CyberGrow online presence will take your business to the next level. And this is going to be my subheading. All right, guys, so I get a heading. It's going to be heading 4, I suppose. And I go here, I copy this text. Come on, go ahead. Click, go right here and paste. I'm going to go with heading 4. I'm going to say, go ahead, heading 4. You can do it. Heading 4, I'm going to center. Just a second, guys. Just a second. I'm going to center. We're going to get a primary heading now. That's a heading 2 because we've already used our H1 tag. Each page gets one H1 tag. I've heard different information elsewhere. I don't know if that is accurate, but I will not be using more than one H1 tag on each page. Now, here's what it says: how the CyberGrow online presence will take your business to the next level. And we need a heading for that. So I'm going to use that SEO trick again. I'm going to say grow your how to grow your business online and see what comes up. How to grow your business online presence, how to grow your business online, how to grow your small business online, how to grow your network marketing business. All right, so maybe I don't want how to grow your business online, and this is just a cheap substitute for the Google keyword research tool, guys. I could go there, but I can't bother, because if I were to go there, I would have to confirm that the keywords that we're going to be using are of good enough ranking. They're easy enough to rank for, and we're going to go into SEO anyway. We're going to go into SEO and SEO optimize the websites as well. So this is just a cheap solution for now. It's going to change. So I'm going to go with get customers online or get clients online. How to get clients online. CyberGrow gets clients online. Get clients for your business online. How CyberGrow gets your clients online. All right, so that's going to be my heading. And let me see how that looks and sounds before I commit to it. How CyberGrow. No, I don't need how, because it says how does CyberGrow take your business to the next level, blah, blah, blah. All right, so get more clients online for your business. And I'm certain this is searched. I'm certain this is something that is searched, guys. I'm certain. Get more clients online for your business. How the CyberGrow online presence will take your business to the next level. And that sounds wonderful. All right. So we're going to do a bit of editing now. So I want you to look at this. Let me just delete this section, guys. Delete that. Go ahead and delete. You can go. All right. So look at this. This looks absolutely nasty. It's not at all entertaining, guys. I think maybe it would be best if I add this extra section over here, right? But it doesn't look at all wonderful. All right, it looks nice to have this and it's flowing so wonderfully, but it doesn't look good right here. It looks nasty. It looks like cheap work. And even if we're paying $50 for a website, no one needs to know because of how it looks, right? So we're going to have to work on this. And plus, when you click on it, you can't even see what's there. Like, what the hell? I mean, right? So we're going to work on the design right now. We're not leaving it until tomorrow. So the first thing we need is a bit of spacing between this section and the subheading. So we're going to go right here. I'm going to use a padding because of what I might do. I'm going to use 60 on the padding. Let's see how that looks. Come on. There we go. I'm thinking a little bit more, but I'm going to just go ahead and say 70. That's going to work well. This section, this subheading is going to be the same as this subheading, so I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste style. So the same style is going to go here. This heading is going to be the same as this heading, so I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste style again. All right. And that looks a little bit underwhelming. So I'm just going to change the size myself to about 40. 46 is what's happening. All right. Now, what are we doing? That looks good. Now, the next thing that we need to work on is first we need to take this box and add it here, remove it from here. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to go ahead, 24/7 reliable representation. It says copy. I can actually copy it. Let's see how that works. So let me go right here. and maybe I can paste. Add item. I don't think I can paste. Okay, no. So I can't paste like that. But what I can do is I can go right here and I can copy. Alright, I can go back here and I can paste that I just copied. And then I go here and oh, it duplicates. It's not a copy, it's a duplicate button, guys. Alright, so just remove that, go back here, go here, and paste that. And let's ensure that everything is as we were. Alright, that looks good. We have one more than we would have wanted. I could find another one and add here. So I'm just going to go ahead and add one. No, I won't be bothered with that right now. I'm going to go ahead and add some space here under the bottom. So copy. Now edit intersection. I'm going to add 60 to the bottom. Alright. Now we're going to work on these boxes. Alright, so I'll go to the accordion style. We need so the border color I could work with the border color. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so we're not going to work with the border color just yet because we need to determine the color right here. So I'm going to go with title, the background for the title. So let's just use an abstract color, and that's what we're working with right now. So we're going to change that color to this one right here. That looks good when it's active. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. I wanted a situation where whenever the box is active, the heading looks a little bit different. That is what I would have preferred. But we're not going to get that. Alright, so the active color is going to be this purple. This purple. Let's see how cyan plays with what we've been doing. That's a little bit too bright. Alright, and if we're to use it, that's too dark. And this is still too dark. So the white is the absolute best we can do. This white, which is why I wanted a darker white, guys. Alright, so the color is black. The active color is that. Now for the icon, the color for the icon is black initially. Actually, I'll go with cyan because I don't use the cyan very often. Cyan. No, it looks better black actually. And the active color is orange. I could use cyan, but and try that. It doesn't look consistent with the orange standing out there. So I have to go with the purple, guys. Okay, and then cyan, is that okay? I'm thinking the orange makes a better active. I'm thinking the orange makes it better, so I'm gonna go with orange. And then now we need to work on the content. Oh man, we really need to work on the content because we can't even see it. So the typography, the color of the typography, we're gonna go with this one. Alright. And the background, we could do something horrible like this. We could absolutely do that. But that wouldn't look wonderful, would it? So we're gonna work with, let me see how this looks. I wonder. It looks a bit much, doesn't it? It looks a bit much. So I think maybe I go with this and we continue with a darker text. And there we go. And maybe I go with a dark purple. Okay. Okay, because it wouldn't look wonderful if actually, check this out, guys. This just came to mind. This just came to mind. But that doesn't look professional at all. Alright, so that's why we have to go with, we had white background. Well, the darker white. It's not so much white background. Go on. No, we're not going to Elementor. And we needed, okay, so I got the wrong thing. The color is this for the font, and the background is full white. All right. I need something that absolutely pops out at me, but this isn't doing it for me. I need something exciting. Although maybe exciting isn't what I should be looking for. We're just going to go ahead and paste that and see what happens here. You see, I'm going to save this. I want something that looked absolutely magnificent, and maybe, just maybe, it would serve me well to use this purple right here with purple borders. Alright, I'm going to play around with this a bit, guys. This is how my design work goes. Because it's mine, I can do whatever I want, so that doesn't always work out for me at all. Alright, so I'm going to use this excited color. The title background is going to be a darker purple, and the color is going to be that, and the active color is going to be that, and the icon is going to be this excited color. Alright, so here's what's happening now, guys. I have lost the plot. I have lost the plot. Clearly. Look at that. So alright, let me keep it like that. We have this option. Alright. We have this option. And I don't know if I want to go with it. On this side, it looks just so outlandish and exciting and everything. But over here, it looks kind of bland, I must admit. So I'm going to go with this, simply because I just love how much it pops out at me. But it's not entirely professional, guys. It's not entirely professional. If I were to make it professional, I suppose I would have changed the color from that to white. Alright. Is that it? Is that good enough? And maybe I change the border to something a little less exciting. Nah, I'm gonna keep what I have. I like this the way it is. I like it the way it is, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead with it like that. Alright, and we don't need this section anymore, so go ahead and delete that. Alright, so we have gotten some work done today. Alright, so we've clearly made our lunch money. We've earned our right to the dinner table. Alright, so it's not, I like the way the purple is flowing through. And yesterday I absolutely loved, in episode 2, I loved the way this dark purple looked with the orange and everything. But then today I'm like, that's a little bit deep, isn't it? Right, so let's see how I'm going to feel about this tomorrow. Now this works wonderful right here. That works wonderful. And we're going to look at this as well. Get more clients online for your business. How the CyberDream online presence will take your business to the next level. And we have this. So already the website is looking a lot better than it did before. Good for us. We have the pricing section to do tomorrow. We're going to finish up on these. We are going to finish these plans as well, because these plans of marketing, which is an upgrade from these plans, right? And they have marketing packages. So we're going to look at these as well. And what we're also going to do is we're going to finish the pricing and we're going to organize this section. So affordable pricing for everyone. I could actually do this in 10 minutes, guys. I could do this in 10 minutes. And I'm going to do it in 10 minutes. So we're going to do this section in 10 minutes. Then I'm going to finish, guys. I know exactly what I'm going to do. So just pay attention real quick. So we're going to use another block. Because when I use blocks, it's a lot easier for you guys to follow along and get it done, right? I think I could use a quote or an about. Let me look at about and see what's there. We need something unique, something wonderful, and something that works. and that's not what we're looking. So I was looking for quotes, single quotes. All right. I don't think we'll get a single quote. I think this could work. We're going to work with this. Yes, this is what we want. So we're going to import block. All right. We don't need the background image. We'll go ahead and remove that right away. But before we remove anything, let's add the content. Affordable pricing for everyone. CyberGrow offers different pricing tiers and features to allow you to pay only for what you need. So the heading here, we're going to get a heading. All right, guys, we're going to get a heading. And we've been using a combination of headings and subheadings so far. So we're going to work with for our heading is flexible pricing. Flexible pricing plans. All right. And then now this is going to be what it is. So we're not going with affordable because affordable makes it seem cheap. And we're trying to provide a solution that works. And sometimes whenever you're cheap, you get laughed at because they think it's not good. Sometimes you have to charge them the price for a BMW for your Toyota Corolla, guys. All right, that is not good advice, but it's whatever. So we're going to use this information. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy, and I'm going to paste it. This is a heading box. We don't need that. So I'm going to remove that. We don't need a heading for all that text. We need a text box. Get a text box, put it right here. We're going to paste. I could have just moved this. I don't know why I went through all that, but all right. And this is a little bit full. That is fine. And what we're going to do is we're just going to remove this section because I don't need it anymore. We're going to remove this signature. We don't need it. And we don't need that either. We could put an icon there if we so wanted, but I'm not going to use an icon. We're going to keep this, and I'm going to remove it. It's a heading. I'm going to remove it. In its place, I'm going to use an icon. Icon, put it right here. Go on. Put it right here. It's going to be right aligned. I'm going to use a sales funnel. And a sales funnel is pretty much how your customers move through your marketing strategies, from being someone interested to someone who purchases your product. We're not going to do any coloring, any editing on the colors yet. We're going to work on the section, edit section, style. We don't need a background overlay image. None is there. We don't need the background. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and change that to purple. That's the dark purple that's been following through. All right, guys, so we're keeping the color consistent. So we have the darker purple in the background here. And then now we're going to come here at this column, edit column. There is a background. You can see the background image there, guys. So that's why we've come to the background. It's an overlay because if you go to image, it's not there, but it's an overlay. So we go ahead and remove that overlay. We are going to change the background to something. I'm thinking that I go with full purple. For the background here, I go with white. Actually, I'm going to go with one of the darker whites. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to go with full white. That is everywhere. Unique. All right. And then now for this, we go with the cyan for the pop. And when it hovers, we go with that for the orange and a pulse grow because that's what I've been using for this website. All right. And then now for the title, we are going to need, all right, I'm going to center. I need that centered. For the title, we're going to need a different color. I'm thinking we can go with white, but that would be what is everywhere else in this text. So I'm thinking for the color, I could use something like this, but it's not uniform. So let's see what color we've used. We've used black for all our headings so far, and that's a little bit much, black and white. So I'm going to have to use a secondary color. The secondary color is cyan, so we're going to work with cyan. Not that one, this one. That is blue actually, and this one, that is fine. So I'm going to add some space beneath, a bit of padding. So I'm going to go with 30. All right, and let's see what's happening. and that looks okay, but the bland white that keeps following through will tell me that we need a background image of some sort somewhere. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do is, I think I have a background image somewhere in here that was taken from another template, but it works absolutely wonderful. So I'm just going to go ahead and search for that. This should be a background image as well. Let me try it. Okay, it is a background image, guys. So free, flexible pricing plan, CyberGrow offers. Alright, so I'm going to get a brighter white. I think I can get a brighter white, guys. And I'm going to put a call to action here. I haven't added any call to action. So when you have a call to action, it tells everyone what you want them to do. It says call to action. Sure, let's use the call to action widget. What? Okay, so that is not what we need. We just need a button. A call to action doesn't have to be a call to action. It can just be a button, guys. So I'm just going to add the button. All right, and it's going to say get started. Get started. Get started. We are going to center. I haven't made any design, so I'm going to link it to the get started page. Getting started page, and I haven't made any designs for the buttons as yet, guys, so I can go ahead and fool around with this. I will use a border because I love borders. All right, solid. I'm going to go with 2 just for now. The radius is going to be 25, so it's a round button, oval of sorts. The background color, I think I will go with the accent to stand out. The text, I'm going to go with the darker purple, and the border, I'm going to go with a lighter purple around. Wait, no, I don't want a light purple around the border. I need to keep it consistent, so I'm going to go with the accent around the border. For the hover, however, I'm going to use I'm using black. I'm using the dark color for the hover. The background is going to be cyan, and the border is going to be this black again. We have been using pulse growth for the animation. We're going to keep that through, and I think that's fine. Alright, so it is fine-ish, except that I want to switch the colors around. So I'm going to use cyan for that. That, and I'm going to use the other cyan for that. Alright, and let me change this to that. Okay, so that could be it, but it looks better with white, and the text being purple. I'm going to go with purple and white, guys. Alright, there we go. That looks a lot more like what I want. Okay guys, so we've made the section. The edges are not as rounded as I want. I want them to be 15 on the border. This is about 10. Alright, so I'm going to go with 15, and that's rounded enough. Save. And I think that's that. Yes, so we've got some work done. Alright, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. I might find something else to add here just for uniformity. Just for uniformity, guys. I'll find something else to add here. And this looks amazing. It's a little bit small. Maybe I could have it spread out just a bit more. So let's just work on that real quick. Layout. Let's go with 900. Actually, let's go with this. Yes, so this looks more like it. That is where we're looking for. That is beautiful. So now we're going to work on this section tomorrow. We're going to work on the pricing tables. And we're going to work on this section again with the other features table. And we're going to finish the page tomorrow. Maybe, because the pricing table could take a while to find a design that works wonderful. And I'm coming up with designs as I go, guys, so it's not like I have a page working from. Or we would be finished already. Alright, so we only need to add another section here for uniformity. And that's that. We've done wonderfully for today. Thank you guys for joining. Remember, the page is at cyberdreamdevelopers.com. Let me type it for you. Let me type it somewhere. And wait, why do I need to find a text editor when I'm on a page like this? I'm going to show you where you can find the page, guys. So I'm just add an editing section right here. It's at cyberdreamdevelopers.com/cybergrow. I'm thinking that's it. That should be it, guys. That should be it. CyberGrow Online Presence, actually. It's actually CyberGrow Online Presence. So you don't need all of that. CyberDreamDevelopers.com, CyberGrow Online Presence. And I'm going to change the URL to CyberGrow. You don't need the online presence, just CyberGrow. That's what it's going to be. So whenever you type that, it's going to redirect to CyberGrow. So you can type this, CyberGrow Online Presence, but when it's updated, it's going to redirect to CyberGrow. And I think CyberGrow is going to be one word, CyberGrow. All right. So thank you guys for joining. Have a wonderful day and see you soon. Just delete that and finish my update and go ahead and